Сегодня попробуем со звуком. Чуть поменял настройки. Может быть, станет лучше. Ну, конечно, нужно менять микрофон. Пойти, что ли, тролля попробовать убить на этом уровне? Конечно, ничего у меня из этого не выйдет. Но это не значит, что нельзя попытаться. Облако не пропадает почему-то. Этот товарищ у нас огонь не любит. Его бы поджигать хорошо было бы. Но, наконец, это кольцо использовать. Так, попробуем. Очко истока требует. А давай все-таки логичку поденем. Угу. Ну ничего страшного. Ну давай пробовать. Зачертила.
I said get rid of him, not natter. Kill him! Kill him now! Traitor! Turncoat!
He smirks as he raises tree trunk-sized arms overhead and lunges for you. Somehow, you get the feeling that you're actually giving him what he really wanted all along. An enemy.
Ага. Интересненько. Прыжок Феникса придержим. Так, а какие у него невосприимчивости? Нокдаун. Окаменение. Станется его только заморозкой можно. А как же заморозка, если он регенится будет? Он гореть должен. Хм.
Keep it up, puny flesh bag. Your blows mean nothing to me.
Мгм. Не очень понятно, чем вы станете. Только со свитками тоже.
Oh, what? What?
Мгм. Речка нужна. Упс. Ну да, ну да. Мне его станет нечем. М. Но он очень хорошо станет со всякими электрическими заклинаниями. Чем еще? Заморозка не вариант. Он должен гореть все время. Вариант разлить лужу. А, ну нет, с нее электричество пропадать будет, если наэлектризовать. И все эти заклинания есть. Firefield, где у тебя есть? Нет. У воина есть это. А могу что делать в этот момент? Где тут пирокинетика-то? 0. 3. Пирокинетику. Ну ладно, пока подумаем, что с ним делать. В следующий раз вернемся. Так. Жезлы. Надо бы еще раз узнать, как водяные руны крафтить. Сейчас быстренько загуглю. А, руна мороза, да? Металл, источник воды. Круцификс. Металл. Металл. Я весь металл продавал. Может, я его находил? Нет. Ладно. Будем, значит, искать металл. Интересно, она так там и будет стоять, если ее не телепортировать? Кошмар, конечно. Механика странная. Так.
The spirit peers up at you intently.
Trolls. Do you know a fascinating thing about trolls? Almost every single troll I encountered in my life has one elemental weakness that puts a halt to their uncanny regenerative. But of course, every specimen has their own quirks, their own petty foibles. And I pushed my curiosity too far with one.
Sure of it.
A haughty-looking undead woman, unmasked, surveys the ground around her, seeking something. Suddenly,
What side do you take?
her voice is clipped and detached, with metallic overtones. It even seems to echo, as if she's speaking to you from very far away. She cocks her skull to one side with a nightmarish creak. Though her shiny visage is completely...
Quick now, quickly. Do you support Divine Order or Black Ring? Good. We can talk, and perhaps I have books, though I hate to part with them. And you, hopefully, you have something. Ithne is...
She slaps her face violently as she corrects herself, dislocating her...
I was a librarian in arts for the glory of the Order. The ring came, burnt my library to the ground. The flames! There was no making it out alive. But as the... And here I stand. That would be prudent if I wanted to stay alive. Survival is not something that...
Suddenly, she leans to...
Enough about that. I'm traveling as I look for a particular book. A tome to teach...
She scuffs one boot in the ashen dust.
For my collection?
She opens and closes her jaw several times before deciding to speak. She dusts off her tunic as she confides in you, leaving a musty scent lingering in the air.
I spent years alone in a study researching the afterlife. What is this world but a training ground for the next? What is this decaying body but the tool? I have almost everything I need to go. I just need that book.
She stares at you blankly. Empty sockets.
You do not know I am already dead. My body is an anomaly. Money, Plenty of it. That's what the living care about, yes?
With a curt nod, she turns back.
Угу.
Must find it. Must.
Взрыв трупа ей нужен, да? Скрафтим.
Do you have it? Do you have the book I seek? Not long to go now, I'm sure of it.
Трупа.
Not long to go now, I'm sure of it.
За что подали? Непонятно.
Found the little corpse-related book I seek yet? Splendid!
Думаю, с ней отношения наладятся, если ей отдать эту книгу, да? Цены станут пониже. Я ее потерял. Где она хотя бы? Примерно. А, вот она.
My thanks for your help.
Угу.
Perhaps we will meet again in the Hall of Echoes someday.
Угу.
My thanks for your help. Perhaps we will meet again in... I'm just going to...
Панель уже забилась полностью. Кошмар такой. У меня у мага меньше кнопок, чем у воина. На всякий случай можно собрать.
What's this? I found something.
Земляные жертвы убрали. А руны добавляют урон к земле процентный. По-прежнему. Видимо, для дополнительного урона землей с оружия. Если он вообще бывает. Если они его тоже не убрали.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
The kind that don't fancy
Back for a return visit, are you? Have at. Got yourself situated.
It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, Wolf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Ah.
Yep.
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Back for a return, have at. Got yourself situated.
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right,
Your
as long
fish
as I don't
stinks of
think
the
about
void.
it too
What
much.
kind of rat would sell such
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
The kind that don't fancy starving along with the rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, Dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Keeping it together, Bree.
Реплики, бесконечно повторяющиеся подряд.
You're safe
Ума
among
сводит.
friends. Never forget it.
Надо бы им хоть какую-то паузу между ними сделать побольше. Надо с ним, наверное, блин. Или не надо?
together, Bree? I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Так, ладно, возьмем пока что эти.
Yep, yep.
Anything that would protect against cold light.
I can turn fire, cold, and poison. But wide walking, God knows what'd stop those beasts.
Cold steel it is.
Glad to see you well. Anything more?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Until later.
Buying or sell capital. Good luck to you.
Hear ye! Hear ye! Queen Justinia executes 24 noblemen for insubordination!
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar. Glad to see you well. Anything more? If I don't come visit your tongue, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Tell me, have you heard any news?
Nothing good. Void woken are everywhere. Thank the divine you're here to protect us.
Yes, of course.
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Hear ye! Bishop Alexander was slain by Seegers! Culprits still at large!
Tell me, have you heard any news?
Nothing good. Void woken
Smells
are
worse
everywhere.
over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Don't come over. Not like you're buying
Yes,
anything.
of course.
If I don't come visit your tongue, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Until later. Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
There's not a call for the junk you said.
John? What? Nothing less than wisdom and
Rapid fashion, not the roads from the
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your tongue, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
24 noblemen for insubordination!
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
вместе с щитом. Это не смогу использовать.
Keeping it together, Bree.
А на это, в принципе, место есть.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Вот как-то.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a
Так,
pan
всё.
of vinegar.
Проверить.
Don't come over. I want you dying in it.
Нужна бочка с водой. Проверим, являются ли чешуйки металлом. Бочка с ядом. Тут сломали все, да?
Well, there you are. Been trying my hand at a few bows and such like you. Anything else you want to chat about? Same to you.
На хрен с ним. Найдем источник воды. Воды нигде нет.
Kind that don't fancy starving.
О, колодец. Отлично. Угу. Что вышло?
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Someone had the nerve to murder Matthew.
Интересно, ложка стал? Нет. Она деревянная.
As you suck the smoke deep as the world... As you suck the... As the world... As you approach, Rallick greets...
My. How you positively brim with sauce. No wonder. After all, oh, it's not...
A sudden shudder jolts, he whispers. An ancient curse escapes from his...
I have told you before, I can sense the expanse of source inside you. You are ready to learn the spell. I have given you eyes that see the source.
Rallick smiles, and you notice for the first time, two vampire-like fangs glistening beneath his upper lip.
Go on. I'm here for you. Give in to your hunger. Do not heed me or any other. Only your own lust for... Go on.
Так, теперь точно не помещается. Ну давай. Блин, переспалай. Так.
Though your spell tore through him like a spear through flesh, Rallick looks grimly happy, if haggard.
To speak the spell with brash ferocity, like I knew you would, my champion. Oh, do you still not see? Even though you... Let me tell you the one truth about what it means to be a god. It is about power. And power is not given, it is taken. With your all-seeing eyes and your all-consuming teeth. You can see the souls of the dead. So feed, for you will starve until you finally feast upon the well of ascension. By all means, fast if you must, but your hunger will soon trump your... Your soul must grow bigger still. Your inner self, there are more masters of the source, more just you hurry!
Отлично.
You seem
Выучили полезное
Tell me,
заклинание.
what have you learned? Or has the smoke simply addled your mind beyond repair?
Теперь не нужно будет каждый раз к мейстру бегать за восполнением истока.
As you approach,
My. Oh, it's...
a sudden she whisper an ancient...
I have given...
Rallick's...
Go on. Go on.
Though your spells...
Oh, let me tell... It is a... You can see... So feed. By all... Your soul... There are more... Just you...
Vampirism? As if killing a creature weren't enough, you should utterly destroy its soul too. A dark...
The Meister slumps back in her chair, closing her eyes. Her breathing is shallow and...
Very well then. But as you lack the glowing eyes of the divine, or the purpose of one, you need another master of sword.
As long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never.
Так только у меня, по-моему, на панель не влезло спокойствие разума. Вместо чего бы его поставить? Была бы медуза, которую я никогда не использую. Совсем никогда ее не использовать. Панели не хватает. Давай пирамидку берем.
I see a cage, and there's something in it.
In the darkness of the woods, you spot a man overlooking a cage that holds creatures crept from a nightmare. Despite the all-too unsettling nearness of these horrors, he looks poised, regal even, and...
Go on. Step in from the shadows. Let's have a look at the Wanderer. There is much weakness in Revelation. What upper hand you had, you've lost.
He eyes you with a sudden intensity, makes you feel like a weight upon a scale, balanced against...
I stand corrected. It is in the Revelation that you show your upper hand.
He sighs, contentedly it seems, darts his eyes to the demons.
The roads are rather dusty today, aren't they, Godwoken? May I offer you anything to drink?
He pours 2 glasses of wine, hands you one with a polite nod.
Cheers!
The echo of your glasses clinking billows through the forest.
To your very good health. I am Jehan. Above all, I am a demon hunter. Underneath it all, I am what those with a flair for hyperbole call a... Of course you are. That is what Godwoken do. The answer to your next question by the quid pro quo, I'm afraid. A tad vulgar of me, that much I admit. But neat will come as no surprise, I suppose, that it is a demon that drives me to seek your benevolence. I've been hunting...
He points towards the northeast. You see nothing in that direction but grey water and a thick mist in which ghoulish shapes seem to...
I know it's there. My caged guests have confirmed as much. But to my great frustration, I cannot reach my goal. Death fog surrounds the island, and through death fog... The answer is no less prosaic than for it to die, I'm afraid. Consider it a test. Killed, and let me shake your hand. The demon's guise, or vessel, one can't be quite certain, is that of a lizard. Like all of his ilk, he is kind, he is charming. He will offer you... There is no such thing as no. My advice is to strike before he even has a chance to speak. But above all else, remember that. Death fog obscures any approach. There is more than the mist alone there. I also spotted a sloop further down the shoreline. But of course, a quiet afternoon's boating trip will be quite ruined once one hits death fog-shrouded waters.
He smiles, like one would at...
I know, because I've known others like you. Those whose fate I have battled the foe of foes and conquered it. I have seen well over 2,000 springs. Trust me, I know what you are. And it is a place of irony, if you will. Once the site of an academy dedicated, rumor has it, an exorcism went wrong there long ago. And for a short time, a great demon stood unopposed. Had it not been for Dr. Deva, he contained the demon and its blood spawn to the doomed shores of the Isle. Sir, I met him once, during a soiree.
He looks you up and down.
Aren't we all? May you wonder... How fares the hunt, my friend? May you... How fares the hunt, my friend?
Совсем все деньги потратить пришлось. Неприятности. Там у нас босс летает 15 уровня. И мы сейчас не пойдем. Так, а у нас 12-й. С уровень 12-й. Надо бы найти локацию, в которой нам надо быть. И, наверное, это кладбище. Отсюда сейчас уйдем тогда. Или, может быть, с Ханак познакомимся сначала. Она тут где-то от магистров отбиваться должна. Интересно, нефть заморозит? Нет, нефть не замораживает. Тогда зальем. Да, отлично. Так, туда не пойдем. Тогда сюда по Корану тоже. Забраться-то с той стороны. Катализатор еще. Приятности. Давай дождем польем тоже. Посмотрим, получится. Слушай, лава-то убивает. На нее лучше не наступать. Она кто-то добивается, да? Попробуем к ней прыгнуть.
The lizard looks at you with undisguised fury, and then doubt.
You don't look like a magister.
A sense of urgency from deep within you quickens your heart and hardens your gut. Your god wants you to know that this sorcerer can help you on your mission. She can help you to become more powerful.
I've heard that a lot lately.
Under her breath, she incants a simple spell. No sooner does a portal open beside her than she steps into it.
Так,
and is
попробуем
gone.
по-другому. Тупая фраза была.
The lizard looks at you.
You don't.
A sense of urgency from deep within you quickens your heart.
I'm leaving. That's what's happening.
Under her breath, she incants a simple spell. No sooner does a portal open beside her. She gives you a steady look that.
Best you leave the building, stranger. We have sorcerer trouble. We're trying to talk God's dead sorcerers.
Забавно. Так, сейчас будет ходить лучница, потом этот рыцарь. Ага, каменная броня, да? Тогда по-другому. Очень неудобно.
Magisters are dead. You have my thanks.
She offers you a grateful smile. She gives you a long look, considering the request.
You have proven yourself a friend at least, but you must prove your heart. I'll ask one more thing of you. I left my... Help them, and I will help you. I should be most grateful. My hero. What news of Gwydion Rince? Have you found him?
She arches what would be an eyebrow if lizards had eyebrows.
Little good. I went to Paradise Downs to teach a young sorcerer, Gwydion, but the Magisters came for us. We fought them off, and our source drew Voidwoken. You may blame the Magisters for the horror. Responsible? No, I have regrets. If the Magisters had not come, it would have not happened. It is not our fault that our talents draw the void. We are not the problem. I was on my way to where I thought that I might find a friend, of whom I'll say no more. The Magisters trapped me, and it appears I did find a friend. Just not the one I'd expected. I shall return home to the Empire when the Magisters have cooled their ardor.
She gives you a shy smile. It's charming, and it may be her tell. She may well be lying.
Such a talented young sorcerer. In better times, he might have been a famous healer, a leader. But Gwydion feared the great power within him. He did his best to hide it, but something so beautiful cannot stay hidden forever. A kind couple beseeched me to look after. My hero. What news of Gwydion Rince? Have you found him?
She arches what would be
my crowning glory, and the millstone around my neck. Yes, I made the bomb. I served Lucian as best I could. No, I would not. I owe you a debt.
She opens her hands, and between them opens a tiny portal. A book drops.
I bid you farewell. My hero. I'm grateful.
Давай у нее украдем просто то, что нам надо. Так. Это...
What news of Gwydion Rince?
Buying or sell capital. Good luck to you.
Ну ладно, пошли делать квест. Причем какой плащ. Ключик нету? Есть. Давай-ка закроем тут все двери. Пробуем взломать этот замок. Или просто сломать сундук. Интересно.
A perfect fit.
Так, вот тут можно долго ломать голову, пока не поймешь, что нужно спиритизм поюзать. Ладно, контейнеры вроде пустые. Так, смотрим. Так, огонь это у нас что? Две рядом, да? А если так? Нет, точно. Вот тут 100% так. Угу. Уже похоже. Им еще вазы взять. Вазы кончаются. Ты будешь вазой. И то. Нет. Здесь должно быть. Его в прошлый раз быстрее решил. Нет, тут огня точно не должно быть. Наверное. Так правильнее. Вот это вот не должно быть тут. Должно быть здесь. Нет. Не может быть. То есть раз тут одна, то есть здесь точно ничего нет. Все, дошло наконец. Изначально в углу не надо было ставить.
Will shatter.
The glowing corpse looks to you. The erratic rising and fall.
Come to me.
The creature murmurs a series of unfamiliar noises. The creature groans.
Одиннадцатый уровень, это изи. Долгие анимации. Так, есть у нас тут пиромант неприятный какой-то. Некий череполом. Какой-то повелитель бурь. Давай займемся пиромантом. Или не вытягивать. Хрен с ним тогда. Так. Да ты охренел. Точно охренел. Надо хотя бы пару свободных ячеек иметь. Вот всякие такие спалы.
About time, too! I can't tell you how long Mordas has been training me.
The creature harumphed.
You free the master of the magical arts. For that, I'll leave you alive and untasted. For demolishing Mordas's minions, I'll give you a skill book of your choice. Good choice. It's wisdom, speaking of which.
The undead creature bears two ropes.
Stay out of my way. Curse you, Mordas, and curse your blasted machine.
Huh. Так. Не дали поболтать. Ну ладно.
This won't be of any use.
Ты заебал. Как мебель крушить, так это мы можем. А как контейнеры ломать? Отрава для руны. Супер.
This won't be of any use.
С2 сила. И преследовать Лича. Не помню, где он будет. Зато сюда он вроде бы пошел. Нет, здесь. Значит, севернее. Берем эту душу. Неприятно. Так, вот он. Ему наваляем.
The creature devours the corpses as a vulture devours carrion, stopping only as you approach.
I have my freedom. You have your reward. He drained me. Let me feed. Oh, I cannot control the hunger. The world won't mourn a few meat bags for long. I must be free of Mordus. He might cloak himself in skin, but his innards still. Rip away his hide, and he's a mere grub. Yet he's also a conduit to the void. My source was his lifeblood. Now, my hunger must be sated. My soul will be mine again. My soul jar waits in the hills. Each taste of living source is like a healing salve. When I am full, I can finally open the reliquary that holds it. Then you are my next meal. My soul is within my grasp.
Призвал миньончиков 13 уровня. Ага. Я гномов в костяную клетку собрал. Я всех задеваю, поэтому давай. Кто будет первее ходить? Давай на этого. Заморозил лича. Отлично. А вот это плохо, я ход пропускаю воином. Фух. Так. Да какого хрена? Ну, меня оглушило. Вообще нечестная хуйня. Как работают эти области случайным образом. Так. Значит, на мне слепота, да? Снять оглушение. Теперь моя очередь раздавать вам станы, друзья. Нам слепоту. Ходит этот. Чтобы снять заморозку. Доспех мороза. Этот, наверное, ходит. Это я не понял. А, его больше нельзя бить. Понятно. Хватит своих. Женщина.
Stay your weapon, and I will reward you in turn. I only wish to regain what was taken from me. You have freed me again. I won't forget.
Так. Пошли его дальше преследовать. Критизм появился. О, они все благополучно в чертоге отошли. То ли он их просто выпил. Да, он пошел. А вот он. Убивает тут ребенка.
The creature eats as ravenously as before. You look closer at his victim and notice the corpse's...
My soul jar is almost in my grasp. With salt,
its red-stained mouth curved.
The younger the meat, the purer the power, mortal.
Nothing can bring this child to life again. The damage is done. Let the creature go.
My soul, mine to claim. What remains, I'm sure we can agree that a few dried-out meat bags.
Ну, чё-то ну такое. Сомнительное удовольствие. следующий раз буду его просто убивать. Ломаем этот алтарь. Уж какой. Продаться, что ли?
Impressive. Dare say the spirit of the one stronger in you than anyone else I've seen. Even Murga. Impressive. Dare say the spirit of the one stronger in you than anyone else I've seen. Even Murga.
Tell me, have you heard any news?
Keeping it together, Bree.
Back for a return? Have at it. Got yourself situated.
Too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Yes.
Yep.
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
There's a lot of call for the junk you sell, then.
Junk? Why, I offer nothing less than the wisdom of the ancients. And
Vapid fiction, along with a large helping of ham.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs drops in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Have you anything that would protect against voidwake?
I can turn aside fire, cold and poison. But wide walking? God knows what'd stop those beasts.
Чем дальше займемся?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Наверное, надо на кладбище идти. Да, вот туда вот.
Hell no. You know what Raymond would do if he caught us?
Yeah, guess you're right.
Of course I'm right. Stick with me, kid. I won't steer you wrong.
Так. Пип-пип-пип, потом пойдем к тебе. Сейчас не пойдем. Хотя, где там его этот? Не помню. Ладно, сначала найду его, потом сделаю этот квест.
Doubled over, noting the attention, he straight. You be warmth. It's a one-man job. A job no man wants. You feel massacre. Your lantern reveals... No. A dark staggering back from Kinnett's... As you pluck the... He looks around. Then looks at you. The spirit keep...
How can I help?
The spirits of a magister and a dwarf are locked in ethereal combat. Their vicious blows make no...
Sorcerer! You must hate the Reds as much as I do, eh? Rightly so. Reds had sorcerers locked up tight in that caravan.
The magister lunges for the...
Anna, you saw it with your own eyes. You know sorcerer's law, Voidwoken, and you know we'd all still be alive if you hadn't attacked our caravan.
The dwarf flashes a malevolent smirk.
Oil be needed no more here. To the halls to...
Gazing towards some far-off sight you cannot see, the...
Fool! You should be locked up in the joy with all those like you.
The magister's shoulders collapse with relief. His burden lifted, his spirit slowly...
Отлично. Му?
The ball flips its ghost...
Му. Угу. Замечательно. Понятно, значит, они там разъебали караван и прилетели потом сюда. И осадили дом этой магистерши с ее сыном. Вот откуда они тут взялись. О,
I hear their whispers.
Oh, but you do get around, don't you?
He takes a satisfied sniff and rubs his hands together.
When it comes to graveyards, I'm a kid in a candy shop. All sorts of goodies and gewgaws for the taking. And a bit of rousing conversation. If you know what to do. Ah. It's a quandary, you see. I'm not exactly welcome in the Stone Garden. The servants that tend the graves, well, their master, this Riker, the spirits within are particularly feisty as well. Can't say why. I'm as gentle as can be. Alas, I'm stuck sniffing out her...
He presses a forefinger against...
This is when having access to a Godwoken might come in handy. You see, beyond the gates, there's something that my heart, such as it is set on. Oh my, just adorable you are. Somewhere in this graveyard lies an object of... belonged to a family buried near here. The Surreys. I've been old Joanna was the last. The poor... Problem is, no one knows what this object is. Only that it's an astounding piece of work. Seems Joanna took its secrets to her grave. Rather literally.
His coy grin freezes.
I can recite each page from memory, but I've neither the time nor the inclination.
Tarquin sighs, and his lips unfreeze. For a moment he looks almost modest.
It pains me to say, but you've talents in the adventuring department that I do not. This heirloom could prove valuable for both of us. I've told you everything you need to... everything I know. What it is doesn't matter. What it does Well,
He looks toward the grave.
Let's make this easy.
Пиздишь,
I'll
Таркин.
assume you've accepted my mission. You'll assume I give it in good faith. The Surrey tomb must be somewhere nearby. And whatever that object is in there,
В любом случае, мы тебе поможем.
I do wish I could wander inside. It would be Ah, you again. Any luck? Oh, good. Take a few.
Stone Garden. Be welcome.
Так. Открытое его чем?
Ah, you again. Any luck in? Oh, take a few.
Это, конечно, мы можем всегда сделать так.
At first glance, the spirit nods.
This spirit's as haunted as the graveyard it roams.
Time and the elements have left this grave marker illegible. The name upon the old grave marker can no longer be made out.
Ах, кладбище, это такая унылая зона.
May the dead stay forever at rest. Look out, I see a trap nearby.
Хорошо, трап. Оба, его двигаем. Взрывайся. Нет? Ладно. Ага.
Let's see what spirits haunt this garden.
The grave you dig. Oh yes, you creak click.
Ладно. Очень долго ее исследовать.
A sinner I, and who is not? The sinner lies that they sin not. A sinner lies. And yet the boneyard's full of sinners who got their prayers.
The servant responds with a blank. The spirit cannot speak, or perhaps...
Come on, mistress. Hear me. Heed me, you...
Zimski mutters to himself as he traces sigils in the dirt. He spies you, and a
Heads or tails? Suit yourself. Must be nice to be born with Lady Luck's golden spoon in your mouth. Enjoy it while you can.
Turning from you, he crouches back to the dirt. He resumes tracing esoteric sigils, his fingertips swirling through the graveyard clay.
Signs to call her. Oh, Lady Luck always came when I called. For 30 years we roamed Riverlon together. She was my faithful. Now I cannot influence even a coin toss. But you breathe. I'll wager you've more use for my gifts than I do. Here, tell me what you truly value. If my lady sees fit, I'll give you what I truly value in return. Good enough?
He smiles a foxy smile as he begins to trace sigils on your flesh. Though you cannot feel his fingers upon your skin, something inside you shifts. You feel a coldness, and as he croons incantations as he works, and his voice is like the throwing of 1,000 dice inside your brain.
Now you feel her touch. Now Lady Luck sings in your blood as she once did in mine.
Что это такое, интересно? Прикольно. Раньше он мне ничего не давал, по-моему. Открывать все эти замки. Больше делать нечего.
As you reach to push open the heavy door, the coils and whirls of engraved wood.
Why are you here? Tell me. And mind.
Silence greets your answer. In the distance, you hear the screech of an eagle. Worryingly closer, you hear some.
Leave.
The face melts back into the wood of the door, and the whirls swirl back into a. As you approach the.
Are you ready? Why are you here? Tell me. And mind that you.
Забавно.
The lizard hums tunelessly. Not a melody exactly, but more of a meandering moan.
10 spans under, humans slept. 10 spans up, the dwarves were kept. Lizards burned in last.
She looks to your left with one.
It helps me remember whether sometimes they don't stay where I put them.
She smiles at you with the innocence of a newborn.
Keeping watch.
She returns to her humming. She flinches as you move.
No touching.
Her humming fades. The eerie silence.
Riker might get mad. He doesn't like it when someone touches his thing.
She shivers and whispers.
Powerful sorcerer. Lives here, right in the garden. He can take the...
She points at her head.
The servants. They got nothing up there. Riker has it all now. They need to be freed. Only way. Kill Riker. The servants, so lost, chained by...
The ensuing silence lasts for several seconds.
С удовольствием тебе поможем. Сначала поболтаем с этим Райкером. Это такой... водная помпа. Прикольно.
The dog growls and bares its teeth at you in a wide, unsettling grin. You swear you see a worm emerge from its grey-pink gums, then burrow back in. The dog growls.
Значит, сейчас не нападет, наверное, на выходе. Сейчас сначала с Райкером поговорим. Кости лишними не бывают. Из них можно делать руны, из них можно делать пыльцу пикселя рун.
As you approach the door again, the wood swirls into a more ferocious...
You are not friends with the truth, it would seem. Why are you here? Tell me.
Тут голос другой.
That you tell me true.
Silence greets your answer. In the distance, you hear the screech of an eagle.
Enter.
The face melts back into the wood of the door, and the whirls swirl back into a floor.
Riker's place. Fancy.
Fancy. Согласен. Еще музычка приятная.
A spirit sits behind the grand piano. Her hands...
O'er black and white my fingers, o'er globes they glide, o'er flats and sharps. Whither go they, Lord of
The music swells as the spirit's dalliances along the piano keys are joined by a ghost...
А вот и Райкер. Потом еще что-нибудь послушаем.
Striking language. Smart writing is a forgotten art. A visitor? Such a rare and exquisite...
The elf tilts his head backwards.
Call me Riker. Please, do avail yourself of my creature comforts. You've surely come a long way. It's not an ordinary location, I admit, but I prefer to be extraordinary. There is no pleasure in mediocrity. Don't you agree, Godwoken? Don't be so naive. My doors only open on the occasion of... I also see you are not yet whole.
He presses a slender forefinger against his tongue.
I'm not a generous man, but I could give you what you seek if you offer something in return. A completely fair... You must go to the Black Pits. There's a cavern there. In it, you'll find...
He points to the location on your map.
Bring it.
Dizziness. It lasts just a moment, but long enough for you to feel Ralik's presence. You hear no words, yet understand. It's the episode passes. Riker is peering at you intently. He awaits your reply.
I would think that obvious, my good fellow. I can help you with that. I can share my bond with the Source with you. Fill your... Oh, but heading to the Black Pits would mean tangling with more Magisters. And there's such a... It's a miracle of the ancients. Priceless, really. And I won't bore you with further detail. Suffice it to say, it is safer in my hands than in theirs.
Riker's lips stretch and his cheeks bulge, but you...
I'm a man of taste, as you no doubt see. A relic this significant would make an incredible addition to my collection. Don't deny an old elf his simple promise you'd best fulfill.
Riker bows his head.
Then you'll have the power you seek, if not the power that trumps it. Now please, don't let me keep you. Tarquin. Ah, that must be the fellow I found snooping in unwanted places. There are some types, deceitful types, that don't deserve to be among a place of such treasure. He doesn't appreciate what the dead can do for us, my friend.
He turns the back of his hand towards you and waves it back.
Do be sure to see yourself out. These tomes demand my attention.
Хорошо.
The salamander turns away from you.
Где-то у меня была маска Фейна, чтобы поговорить с саламандрой. Отлично.
Something has changed. You are you, but more. You are another, but not. You look to your hands, your belly, your feet. Flesh you don't know, molded into unfamiliar shapes. Your fingers trace a line from your head to your face, feeling not the creases of the mask, but the
Симпатичненько. А маску при этом можно носить? Продолжить. Видимо, нужно.
The salamander's tongue flickers, tasting you on the air. It turns away with a grunt.
Ну да, нужно знать язык животных еще и... Окей. Ну ладно, по дому Райкера пошастаем, когда его убьем.
Death prowls above. Ascendum.
The creature
Заперт. Это что-то роет. Наверное, слуга. Так, пошли по квесту Таркина.
The dog growls and bares its teeth at you in a wide, unsettling grin. Slobber drips from...
Не нравится ему, да?
The dog raises its head to the stormy sky and howls.
Еще недовольный пес. Думаю, если его убить, все эти призванные миньоны пропадут. Да-да, стреляй по физике. Вообще похуй. Так. Там. Там заниматься. Это 190 урона. Ну да, это мне больше нравится. Так, можно попробовать носить следу. Ага. Теперь всех нокнуть в этой. Так много брони и так мало жизней. Урум. Лишь пес. собирались сломать замок.
You scrape your finger along the statue and...
Так, окаменение, кажется, каменной броней снимается. Нет, магическим панцирем.
Bone dust. Even the petrified aren't immune to the ravages of time, it seems.
Ядовитая волна. У меня такого и нету заклинания, ничего себе. Надо бы проверить, что у меня не выучено. Поставить, найти для них место. Давай уберем пока эти два заклинания и поставим споры.
Well, isn't this rich? Cursed by a coffin and rescued by a random rube. The indignity.
She huffs in annoyance and
All this trouble, and for nothing. Never figured I'd need frost armor. Ouch! Ouch! You talk like I'm some cat burglar, slinking around and snatching jewels.
She purses her lips and coyly tilts.
Oh, but do forgive me.
She bows in insincere reverence. Her arm rests on her back, hand mere inches from her staff.
Посмотрим, можно ли с ней подружиться.
She pauses and considers.
Oh, honey, so naive. Anathema's still out there, and I'm not keen on competition.
A jolt of cursed fire flares from her staff, and you brace yourself.
Bring it.
Нельзя, но зато она нам рассказывала про анафему. За это я люблю эту палицу. Молот. Конечно, шанс нокдауна, это очень круто. Не оставляет шансов никому. Надо бы вспомнить, где я ее взял. То ли Лохар мне ее дал. Да, дурочный молот Лохара. Отличная штука. Два, 1, 3. Приятность. Так, а с духом ее можно поговорить?
The spirit's lip curls upwards. She opens her mouth as if to speak, but her words fade in the tomb's chill. The longer you gaze, the more your inner source churns. You are drawn into her, her mind, her body, her... You sit at a fire. At your left lies a black dog, basking in the warmth. Others huddle behind you. A young elf, a grizzled dwarf. You hold a parchment up to the light and point at it. It is there that anathema can be found. The sky is dark, and the roaring fire is now a sad flicker. The others lie around it in a circle, but you hear no snore. You look to your left. The dog's yellow eyes lock with yours, and the two of you turn from the ring of corpses, and you gasp as you are thrust into the present. You take a few deep heaves, then glance at the spirit. Her mouth continues to gabble, but you're grateful that only silence reaches your ears.
Можно было бы ее поглотить, наверняка это бы дало воспоминания, где искать анафему, но мы ее и так найдем, я думаю. Кладбище не такое большое, и она в любом случае на этом кладбище. Да, но мы его целиком будем исследовать. Манчкинизм. Так. Значит, головоломка со статуями простенькая. Это не она. Она в другом месте. А, это телепорт.
If unwilling to whisk me away from this place. It's not a silent monk, but it seems just as blank. Locked in perpetual prayer. Keep trying, my friend.
The dwarven dead, left to the birds to pick apart.
The spirit is dressed in tattered ceremonial garb. Eagle feathers tangle in his beard.
My faithful eagles work still. See my feather fall here. Prime among my food. No ordinary hunger, but a train hurts. My dear boy, no. He eats to free me. To free...
We are watching the birds, and it means that elf ain't getting it. Not mine.
A grim
The dead don't rest easy in this garden. He lives in the big house by the gate. The less I see of him.
Two dwarven spirits in a flash as the brother. You are the sit, both of you. But your killers do right by their fellow dwarves and bring you here, the brother, realizing, and then...
Ой, я не хотел этого делать. О, нахрен себе. Я случайно.
Lucky that elf to see that death.
You watch yourself. Word is, he'll go. Don't ask me why.
Думаю, ничего страшного. Поглотил каких-то левых гномов.
I've spotted something.
Угу. Да, вот она.
The plinth of the statue.
Это повернуть.
The sculpture.
Повернуть.
Ukraine.
О, господи.
The statue.
За один раз
The
нельзя
sculpture.
повернуть. И тебе башку надо
The
переделать.
headless statue looms over you. It's.
На. Все. Помоечка. Где там? Несок.
I've spotted some.
You there! Help me, please! Some thoughtless fool buried me in this grave to be left as fodder for the worms. I can't be. The eternal fire burns in the lizard quarter of the. I should have known your kind would seek reckoning.
Давай перенесем твое тело
These
туда,
must be the remains of that lizard spirit.
где ты должен быть захоронен.
I've spotted.
Well, a mind of this magnitude shouldn't be cursed to live like this. Well, I used to be. I can say with confidence who I am now, at least. I think, don't worry.
Так, тут можно кайфовать на лавочке, да? О, тут можно и остаться. Что произошло? Смотри, что творят. Ужас какой. Беспредельщики-силовики.
The skeleton tries to brush the dirt from his clattering bones, then frowns. The moistest bits are still stuck in it.
Thanks. You're probably looking for a reward, but I haven't got...
He pokes a finger against his...
I'm a bit of a philosopher, you see. Not much else to be, what with all that thinking time. Are you questioning my intellect? You think...
The skeleton pauses and sighs.
A soul bond will settle it. A battle of wits. Then the cosmos... But I'm sure you'll be just... Battle is dangerous, is it not? Oh, it's easy. We link up souls. The loser... Well... I don't blame you. To brush...
Потом к нему вернемся. Так, этот дух летописца мне уже надоел, скоро я его поглощу. Долбал ходить за мной. Во.
An elven ancestor tree just there. Oh, it's beautiful.
Поняла, что можно залезть. А тут что? Ага, скобки.
The spirit ignores your presence, busy... The spirit ignores your presence. The spirit ignores your presence, busy as it is resisting the pull of another. The spirit ignores your... The roots of a great ancestor tree reach from deep underground to the surface above and beyond. But this tree feels tainted. You are a scion of the elves. The mother tree demands your blood. You do not have a choice. She has a plan, but then you hear a voice, a friendly whisper from beyond. The voice knows you. He understands you. He loves you. Grateful, you accept. In an instant, you are an elf once more, walking in the world. But your new friend begins to make demands. At last, he bids you guard your tree. He expects you shall have guests. You shall kill the Godwoken when they come. Then you shall be free. The thought occurs. The scion replaced one bad deal with another.
How very unfortunate for him.
He went from a bad
The roots of a great The roots of a...
Странно, что я не могу никак взаимодействовать с ним. Видимо, это только для эльфов, что ли, доступная вещь.
The spirit is...
Come down, Godwoken! Come, decay!
An undead elf steps from the shadows. He looks powerful, but when he speaks, he is in pain.
Ладно. А не делая злодеяний нельзя попасть в эту зону. Обычно он сам на меня нападал. А если их благословить попробовать? Призрак. Если благословить.
The roots of... The roots of...
Непонятно. Давай более ранее попробуем загрузить. Вроде бы мне казалось, что можно на алтарь нажать было. Нет? Нельзя? Странно.
The roots of a great... Yours, but then, grateful at last... The spirit ignores your presence.
Ну ладно. Давай через злодейскую реплику.
The spirit ignores. The spirit is taken by surprise. All its resistance was focused on the tree, but you are stronger, and suddenly its source is...
Come down, Godwoken! Come, decay!
An undead elf steps from the shadows. He looks powerful, but when he speaks, he is in pain.
Welcome, Godwoken, to your grave. I promise you decay. I decay. But if I serve, I grow again. I shall serve him
He is my friend. He is your king.
The roots of a great ancestor tree.
You rot here, Godwoken. We all rot.
Герой и злодей. Очень интересно. Я вообще ничего сделать не могу, да? Вообще бред. Давай тогда. Сюда. Побафаемся. Господи, опять летописец. Какая-то маговская мантия. Маленькая.
The spirit looks forlorn, exhausted. Nothing remains of the life you led. The long years after death, resisting the tree as it tried to take your source, have left you with little more than an overwhelming sense of betrayal. Relief flows through the spirit. The spirit looks angry. You have been a spirit for a very long time indeed. This afterlife has been spent resisting the pull of the ancestor tree that wants your source. You've always hated the scion of the tree for seeking your destruction. Once he served the hated mother tree. You hate her too, but now the scion has taken a darker path. But he still wants your source. Relief flows through you as a realization grows. The spirit slips.
Оно должно умереть теперь.
The tree sits lifeless now, bereft of memory, its source gone forever. Dead wood now, it shall fade into the past.
Значит, где-то в глубине всех этих деревьев обитает дух некий, которого можно убить, убив тем самым это дерево. Странно. Больше нигде почему-то в игре такая механика не встречается с этим. Пока что на этом закончу стрим. Всем пока.